Right now, while you're watching this, something inside you is under construction. Not metaphorically, literally. Somewhere in your body, a damaged muscle fiber is being torn down. An antibody is being assembled. A strand of collagen is being woven into your skin. And every one of those projects is waiting on the same delivery truck: protein. You already know it builds muscle. But that's the smallest part of the story. Here's the part almost nobody realizes. Your body isn't something that got built once, back when you were young and just stayed that way. It's more like a city that never stops renovating itself. Old workers retire. New ones move in. Buildings get torn down and rebuilt, sometimes overnight. Your skin, your gut lining, your immune cells, even parts of your bones replaced, on a rolling schedule all the time. And unlike fat, protein isn't something your body can just stockpile in a warehouse for later. There's no reserve tank, which means what you eat today decides what your body has to work with today. That single fact is about to change how you think about your next meal. Most people assume protein only matters if you're chasing bigger muscles at the gym. If you're not lifting weights, the logic goes, you probably don't need much of it. But that's only half the story, because muscle isn't even first in line. Your immune system needs protein to manufacture the antibodies that fight off a cold before you even notice you're sick. Your liver needs it to build enzymes running thousands of chemical reactions. Every second without you lifting a single dumbbell. Muscle is just the most visible customer. Behind the scenes, dozens of systems are quietly competing for the exact same raw material. And as you'll see in a moment, that competition gets a lot more important as the years go by. Let's follow one bite of protein, say from an egg at breakfast, and watch where it actually goes. The moment it hits your stomach, acid and enzymes start unlinking it. Protein isn't one solid thing, it's a long chain, like a string of beads, and each bead is called an amino acid. Your body's first job: break the chain apart. As the pieces move into your small intestine, more enzymes finish the work, splitting the chain down into individual amino acids, small enough to slip through the intestinal wall and pour into your bloodstream. Millions of them all at once, each one beginning a journey toward a different destination. First stop, the liver, a quality control checkpoint, quietly inspecting the shipment before it's released to the rest of the body. From there, amino acids scatter to your muscles, your skin, your immune cells, your hormone factories. But here's where it gets interesting. Your cells don't just burn these amino acids for energy. That egg you had for breakfast, parts of it may end up as a new segment of muscle fiber, or an antibody, or a strand of collagen in your skin. You didn't just eat food, you delivered raw material to a construction site you'll never see. But delivering material is only half the job, because protein does something else, something almost nobody talks about. It sends a signal. One particular amino acid called leucine acts like a switch. When it arrives, it tells your muscle cells, start building. This process, muscle protein synthesis, kicks into gear for a few hours after a protein-containing meal. Then it fades. Which raises an interesting question. What happens if that switch only gets flipped once a day, instead of 3 or 4 times? Turns out, the timing might matter almost as much as the total amount. Your body isn't just asking, how much protein did I get today? It's asking, how many times was I actually given the order to build? And that question becomes a lot more important the older you get. Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. As you age, something happens called anabolic resistance, a scientific way of saying your muscles stop responding as strongly to that build signal. Same ingredients, weaker instructions getting through. And this isn't a distant someday problem. Starting in your 30s, many people begin quietly losing muscle mass. Scientists call it sarcopenia. Less muscle doesn't just mean less strength for carrying groceries or climbing stairs. It's connected to a slower metabolism, weaker bones, reduced independence, decades down the road. But here's the part that should give you hope, not fear. Daily protein, especially paired with movement like walking, carrying, or resistance training, appears to help push back against that resistance. It won't turn back the clock, but it can change how gracefully the clock moves forward. Now, If you think protein's job ends with muscle, here's what almost nobody realizes. Protein takes longer to digest than refined carbs, which means meals built around it tend to keep you feeling full longer. One reason it's so often mentioned alongside metabolism and appetite control, it also changes how your blood sugar behaves. A protein containing meal tends to release glucose into your bloodstream more steadily, instead of in a sudden spike. And remember those antibodies we mentioned at the very beginning? The ones defending you against illness before you even feel sick. They're built from amino acids too. When protein intake runs consistently low, immune defenses can quietly weaken. Individual responses vary, age, activity, and overall diet all play a role. But the pattern holds. This one nutrient is influencing systems you never think about. So what does all of this actually mean for your next meal? You don't need to overhaul your diet or start weighing every gram on a scale. The evidence points somewhere much simpler. Include a source of protein at most meals. Eggs, poultry, fish, beans, tofu, Greek yogurt, rather than saving it all for dinner. That keeps the building signal firing more consistently throughout your day, and as you get older, that consistency may matter even more, not less, helping your body push through the resistance we talked about earlier. Pair it with regular movement, even something as ordinary as a daily walk, and the effect seems to compound. This isn't a trend. It's not a supplement pitch. It's a process your body has been quietly running since the day you were born. Remember that construction site we opened with? The one working inside you right now. Invisible, unpaused, rebuilding piece by piece. Every meal you eat either supplies that crew or leaves them waiting. Your body has been doing this without applause, without recognition, every single day of your life, turning breakfast into muscle, into immunity, into the skin on your hands. And if something this quiet can shape so much of who you become over the decades, it makes you wonder what else is happening beneath the surface, in places you've never thought to look. So here's a question worth sitting with. If your body rebuilds itself a little more every single day, what do you think it's building right now based on what you ate this morning? Let us know down below.